Flyvault.net presents Where the River Bends, a fly fishing short story. And now, Where the River Bends. Mary's role was to entice people to visit Canada, a seemingly simple idea but a challenging undertaking. As the newly appointed Director of Travel and Publicity for Ontario, she approached the task with utmost dedication. Seeking to enhance tourism in the region, she engaged writers to vividly portray the province, crafting imagery that lingered in the minds of readers. Drawing on the passion of avid outdoor enthusiasts, she encouraged visits and inspired them to capture their experiences in writing. Under Mary's tenure, statistics revealed that 3 out of every 4 American families visiting Canada chose Ontario as their destination. The position involved occasional travel, leading Mary to the state of Florida. There, she encountered a man who deeply intrigued her, and she would ultimately alter his life forever. One night, Ray received news that his son was once again in trouble, this time in jail following another bar brawl. Ray knew his son, a towering figure, might have unleashed his temper upon a less formidable opponent. However, as any father would, Ray went to bail his son out of the clink. He showed remarkable athleticism at a young age, excelling in boxing, achieving multiple perfect games in bowling, and being drafted by the Baltimore Orioles at just 17. He briefly explored semi-professional football before eventually finding his place as a sports writer. Battling a drinking problem that led to the end of 2 marriages in quick succession, he struggled. However, despite these challenges, he maintained a decent writing career, and many noted it was remarkable how he managed to hold himself together as well as he did. He penned an outdoor column for the Baltimore Sun, freelanced for several national publications, and ascended to the esteemed position of fishing editor at Outdoor Life magazine. Recognized for popularizing fly fishing to a broader audience before dedicated magazines existed, he authored numerous books reaching double digits on the subject of fishing. His legacy is marked by popularizing international fly fishing, notably showcasing Patagonia's sea-run brown trout alongside Kurt Gowdy in a 1964 episode of ABC's Wide World of Sports. Almost single-handedly, this propelled Argentina into the global fly fishing spotlight. This broadcast laid the foundation for the enduring show, The American Sportsman. His connections with prominent figures like Bing Crosby, Jack Nicklaus, and Ted Williams further enhanced the prominence of fly fishing. He journeyed across the globe, exploring remote fishing destinations unfamiliar to most Western anglers, documenting his adventures through writing. He was revered as the foremost American fly angler and praised by the renowned Lefty Kreh, who received his first casting lesson from him. He championed saltwater fly fishing during his travels and stood among the pioneers advocating for catch and release practices. Teaching hundreds conservatively and inspiring thousands, he consistently has ranked among the top 10 anglers of all time. During his later years, he learned to prioritize others before himself, a mantra bestowed upon him by those who knew him well. In 1972, he traveled to the Big Hole in Montana. While wade fishing in the river and a fly rod in his hand, he passed away, suffering a heart attack while engaged in his greatest passion. Whether attributed to fate, divine intervention, or perhaps mere coincidence, their paths crossed at a Florida convention where Mary and he first encountered each other. Her influence became pivotal in his life, steering him away from a path of continuous drinking. Without her, his remarkable achievements, immortalized on television, within books, magazines, and newspapers of yesteryears, might never have materialized. During her trip to engage writers to explore Ontario, Canada, she unexpectedly found the love of her life. Just a few brief years later, they exchanged vows, transforming Mary Ainsley into Mary Brooks. She became the catalyst that propelled him to legendary status, earning him the moniker Gentleman Joe Brooks in his later years, a title unlikely attained without Mary's presence and guidance in his life. And now you've heard a long-lost story from a tires bench, and one you can share with your friends when you meet them, where the river bends. I saw that your subscribe button has signed up for the school talent show again this year. Doesn't surprise me, seeing how last year he was the talk of the town after it decided to do an encore to the tight wire balancing act on the electric lines. He lit the entire neighborhood up like the 4th of July. Good thing paramedics were there to punch him in the nose to revive him. Take care, my friends, and as always, happy tying.